Fearless. Fearless, we sat 3 years ago. Fearless Cottage, and then Fearless Force. Is that still kind of the holder of all the ideas? And
I don't know. I mean, Fearless is sort of like the Cottage became the climate reality.
Okay.
Right. They went into there.
Oh, okay.
And now there's an agency called they went into there, and now
great.
there's an agency in there.
Okay.
Called School. Have you heard of School?
No.
I'm not in.
You mean in there
in the Cottage? The Cottage has great mojo.
Things operating at
It's like a magic place. Like I'll leave and I'll go back, and then I get to see all the climate reality people. and it's like, okay, this is good. And then I, leave for another 6 months. And I came back, and now these guys from School are in there. And their ideas, they do for every project they work on, they also build a school.
Wow. So it's funny. One of my questions that I X'd out after I wrote it was, so you're out of advertising. It doesn't mean you stop getting ideas. And then I went down the list of common and climate reality. So now I know what you do with the ideas. Are there other ideas, that you get sometimes and say, boy.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah,
like I wish
I got nothing to do with this one.
Like I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that would be a really good idea, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah. But the thing that the biggest problem for me is I can get excited about all sorts of ideas, and people will say, hey, I got this great idea. I want to meet you and talk about it. And I do, but often I'm like, but just so you know, there is no way I'm getting involved. Because
and
they're like
from the beginning too. You're like, I can't get involved in
98%
and they're like,
but
the
you're
things.
It's like right up your alley. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get excited about it. I'm like, that is exactly what's gonna happen, right? And I'm gonna start to think about it and riff on it, and but I can't do it. I got too much going on, so I can't do it.
Anybody can vouch for that. You've got too much going on for a guy who kind of left the business.
I'm supposed to be retired.
Well, that was my next question is, how's the guitar going? Because,
Not good. Not good. That's a really good question because
first interview, I said, what do you do? I said guitar drums. You said guitar, and you pointed over there. You had a guitar, and I said, how's it going? Working on it.
When I was working in advertising, I was playing guitar like a lot, and I mean, since I've left, no, nothing. Like I don't have time.
It's a loaded question. And then how about dirt biking?
I sort of got out of that. I wasn't severely injured. It was time to get out. So.
Yeah.
I've got motorcycles. I've still got a couple trials bikes. Do you know what trials are?
No.
Yeah.
I was nodding my head though. I thought I did.
Yeah, trials bikes. Yeah. I have some of those.
Cool, I guess.
And
cool.
I like anything with two wheels.
I imagine they had a motor and
I
two wheels.
I go in the garage a lot. That's my wife and I basically are. What we think I do is I fart around in the garage all the time, and yet somehow I also do like scoop and made and all these other things. That's what it really feels like, because most of my time I'm in the garage just like, welding something.
Yeah, that was the other thing we talked about when we first got together. Not welding, but like you weren't the guy, you really weren't.
I'm not the guy that hooks them up. I need help hooking things up, and so I'm not the IT guy.
But you could rebuild a motor.
I can rebuild certain motors, but not all motors.
That's good enough, I think.
Yeah.
What do you miss about advertising? Or you don't because you're doing the stuff that you would be missing?
I probably miss some of the people, to go into work and be surrounded by like 700 really cool, smart people.
Yeah.
There's
an energy and a buzz around that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, that feeling, So definitely get that with Made. So my day is I'll pop over to Made, and spend a little time.
Get your energy fill and
make
your
a couple
buzz.
jokes, do some advising, some really high.
Yeah. So giving advice.
I'll give advice, even when they don't. Usually when they don't want it, and then I have to leave, right? Because they're like, okay, you should leave now.
They all know you, which
they do.
You told me the story about you get in the elevator and they'd be all like, they would be
That's
afraid to look at your eye. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're so big that people are that you don't know everybody.
Before, yeah.
That's kind of a bummer.